All right.
We have 30 of them now. Probably. This is it. This is the make or break. No pressure. All right, we ready?
Ready.
All right. Huge day in Feeney Talks with Friends. This is episode 30. My name is Eric Feeney. I'm the founder and president of Friends of Feeney. Our mission is to help children and families that need assistance after heartbreak or tragedy. I use this podcast because of my wonderful dude, Dave from Directline Media. Thank you, Dave. Again, episode 30, 3 decades. We've done 30 episodes, and we have a wonderful guest today. But before that, let's review Kaylin McBee, episode 29, Balance Massage and Wellness Center. You ever go there? You ever get a massage, Dave?
I've been there, but I've not actually gotten a massage from Kaylin.
How's your balance?
Not good enough.
How's your wellness?
It could be better. It's all right, but it could be better.
You ever watch her 3-Minute Thursday videos?
I'm sure I have.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Check them out. Great guest. We had lots of laughs. We did Crazy Questions, sponsored by Crazy Donut, which will happen again today. We had business card bingo with the West Hartford Chamber of Commerce. What? Episode 29. Check it out. But again, 3 decades. Are you ready, Dave?
Sure. Yeah.
Dave, who's your daddy and what's he do?
Oh, God. That was the first question?
Just kidding. This is what movie? I even gave you a hint.
Terminator?
Close.
Terminator 2?
He's authority. He's an authority figure. He works in a school system.
Kindergarten Cop?
Yes. You win. All right.
Yeah.
He's already winning. So Dave Pilon's here.
Rough.
Dave Pilon is a real estate agent. He works for the Miale Team at Keller Williams Real Estate. How's it being a real estate agent?
It's cool.
Cool?
Yeah. How would you like me to elaborate
What are
on
3
this?
things that make you a great real estate agent? What's 3 quality questions? Cool. Elaborate.
This was not on my list of questions.
You didn't study? You didn't study the list, did you? Jeez. You had homework.
Oh, man. All right. Cool. So
3 things that make you a great real estate agent. What are 3 qualities? Say you had a mentee you're training. What would you say 3 important qualities that a real estate agent needs to have? What are they? Ready, go.
I think you have to be resilient.
Ooh.
You have to, that make me a good real estate agent. You have to be surrounded by people, other good people who are helping you, which is something that I have had. This is a very collaborative industry.
Yep.
And you have to have patience.
Nice.
Because it's a long-term thing. If you want to get into real estate and immediately replace whatever you were doing before by being a real estate agent, you're probably going to have a hard time and be very disappointed.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So be resilient, have a good team, be patient.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Can you tell me more about the Miale Team?
I can.
So the Miale Team, I have questions right off the get.
Okay.
Miale Team, I thought that was the name of your real estate agent, but agency, it's not. You are the Miale Team at Keller Williams. So how does that work?
How does that work?
Branched off into teams?
Yeah, well, if you see a lot of businesses that are like, there's things that are like associated with national brands and then have a smaller business within that brand.
Gotcha.
So the Miale Team, we get some of our value from being a part of Keller Williams Realty, which is like the largest real estate company in the country. Lots and lots of real estate agents.
Gotcha.
And then if you break it down a little bit, like being a real estate agent is a very individual thing. So you are out there working for yourself. And so one thing that you could do is get together with a couple of other people and, pool your services together so that you are not working by yourself. And so that's what we do, really. That's like a good way to think of it. Now, the difference I would say with the Miale Team, which is notably a difficult word for people to pronounce, which makes it all the more fun. People probably drive by our signs and they're like, how do I even say that, right?
Yep. Me being one of them.
Yep.
I practice
yeah.
Miale.
So notable thing about the Miale Team at Keller Williams Realty is it is one of the top teams in the state. And one of the reasons for that is that a lot of other real estate teams are like one guy or girl who does like a bunch of business, and then they like a couple people hanging out with them, right? The Miale team at Keller Williams Realty, I think we have like 18 full-time agents. They're all productive. They're all making a living in the real estate industry. And we are all just, we're all superstars. All right. So like that's the easiest way for me to describe it.
Yep.
We do have a good reputation within the industry. So if you're working with me, and this is says something about like why I'm doing it, right? So if you're working with me, you're backed by the Miale team, and because of that reputation, other real estate agents would like to do a deal with us because they know that it's going to run a little bit more smoothly than if they're with someone else. So you're evaluating, you got like 20 offers in front of you. You see one that's coming from a Miale team agent, you're like, let's take a second look at this one, you know?
Okay.
So that is, if I'm by myself, I don't have that, right? So if I'm on the Miale team, then I get to work with that.
So you're like the Yankees of real estate.
Yes.
Disregarding what happened the other night.
No, like, because we could also be the Red Sox.
Oh, okay, fine.
You know, without getting too much into the weeds, I think that's a good way to describe what what the Miale team. We don't cut any corners for any client. We do this. We have the same service with anyone we go with. I've set it up so that if somebody already knows me, likes me, and trusts me, there's no reason why they would choose, if all other things are equal, right? Like there's no reason why they would choose somebody else over me to work with to buy, sell, or invest in real estate. You're not going to get like some secret sauce from someone else because we're doing all of the secret sauce.
Gotcha.
And it's not that secret. We'll teach it to anyone because, statistically, most people aren't even going to,
all right,
aren't even going to end up doing the things that you teach them, right? So that's
Dave Pilon here, real estate agent. Phone number 860-798-5742.
that is my phone number.
And that's your real cell phone number. Out on the Googles, just out there for the world.
Yeah, it is. That's probably why I get some of those sales calls.
You do get some random calls? I was
Yeah.
going to ask about how's the random calls.
Well, there's one that I get at least once a day that starts with
Car warranty?
No, I used to get that one a lot, but I say like for the past 6 months, I've been getting one that starts with, please don't hang up, right?
Oh,
it's
wow.
like a recording, and
like
then like that's
begging.
immediately when I know that like I should hang up on this one,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So-
Immediately. Doop.
Yep.
And Dave.themialeteam.com.
Dave at the Miale team.
At.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
That's my email address. Yeah.
Email. So you can be reached at emails or phone number. This is Dave Pilon, real estate agent. And the Miale team is very well in the community.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're here. I want to thank you. You have sponsored Friends of Feeney with helping out with the Donut Crazy. You were a celebrity server.
I was.
Correct.
Yep.
Now you're making me nervous. You sponsored our virtual cardboard challenge. Name on the back of the T-shirt.
Yep.
You had 2 birthdays that you chose Friends of Feeney to be your donor on Facebook.
Yes.
Thank you, man. You're
You're
great.
welcome.
And you set a goal, and it was great. One year I think you raised over 165 one year, and then 550 the following year. So you made progress and growth, and you were persistent, resilient, as a real estate agent would be. So I can't thank you enough for giving back. You did mention that you like to give back, and I do appreciate it. You could have chosen any nonprofit, and you chose Friends of Feeney to do for your birthday. So thank you so much. Also, Miale Team is really cool. They delivered free pizzas during the pandemic, which was great. I was definitely honored, and I got a pizza. So thank you so much for donating
As a pizza recipient.
A pizza recipient. And I did a pizza review like Dave Portnoy, and I'm going to add the link to it. It's pretty terrible. You guys, the Miale Team, do drive-ins.
Yeah, at the Mansfield Drive-In. I had never been to one before last year. It's cool.
You've never been to a drive-in ever
I'd
before?
never done a drive-in movie.
Wow.
Now I've been to like 8 of them.
I think my first movie ever, E.T. Drive-In, sitting on the hood of my mom's station wagon, crying like a baby when E.T. went home. Drive-in. Still brings me back. You just said driving. I thought E.T. going home. Gastro Park, you had an event. Miale Team.
Mm-hmm.
The Yukon game is a future event. Would you like to elaborate?
Yukon versus Yale.
Yeah, 2 Connecticut teams.
So far, we have 500 people who have registered for our tailgate.
Whoa.
Now, the thing about the Yukon games, I don't know if you've been to one before, but like pretty much the whole deal is you tailgate.
Yeah.
And then when the game starts, you go home, right? You just go home. It's over.
Yep.
That's been my understanding, right? Is that like it's really just a tailgate. I've actually only been once, right?
Unless you want to see him catch a huge
Yeah.
L.
But in this case, it's kind of fun, like because UConn is playing Yale, so people might stay for like 5-10 minutes, see what's going on inside the stadium, right?
You might see like the
so
kickoff.
we're having a tailgate party that starts at like 9 or 10 a.m. and we got food coming from Black Eyed Sally's. And we're gonna have like I don't know, like games or something. It's
Cornhole.
yeah. There's gonna be all kinds of fun things going on. You know,
so how do people get the invite? Can we invite the Friends of Feeney world out there? All of
we have more tickets. Yeah, we still
listeners.
have tickets. So
We're gonna add a
anybody,
link.
if you reach out to me at my cell phone number, which we already gave out, which is 860-798-5742. I looked at the camera when I said
good.
that.
Well
right?
done.
So if you reach out to me at that number, call or text, I will send you a link to the Eventbrite, and then you could come hang out with us. With no requirement to do
Buy a
anything.
house.
Yeah, none of that. Yeah.
So, no, that's awesome. We connected a few times. Did you sell anyone you know or see that you recently sold their house?
Where? Well, right here. The Dave from Directline Media. I sold his house.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
No way.
Actually, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Dave, how'd he do?
Phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. What was good about Dave Pilon selling your house, Dave? Dave and Dave.
Let's see. Dave, he listens. He doesn't get stressed out about anything. He listens to your concerns. He has multiple open houses. Offers us good advice, but goes with what the customer wants to do. Just a really good experience overall. Very happy. So give Dave a call.
Call him up.
once again, that is 860-798-5742.
Very cool.
Call today.
Call today. Call now. Someone reached out to me, a former teacher that I worked with in Waterbury.
Mm-hmm.
Her daughter was moving to West Hartford. Asked me if I knew a real estate agent. I gave her your name. You guys went to the same school. Did that work out?
We're still working on that.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know what? That's what's cool, and like that's why we would like to keep inviting you to our events, of course.
Yes.
You know.
Wink. I'm there.
Yeah.
It's good. No, I'm glad it worked out. She reaches out. I want to move to West Hartford. I go, I got a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Feeney gets. I'm going to get a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Like people, Feeney gets. Whatever
Yep.
you need, Feeney gets.
Yeah.
Like Leo gets from Lethal Weapon 3. Come on.
Oh, I don't.
Joe Pesci movie.
Was that a reference that I didn't quite
man.
understand?
You got to step up your movie game. Kindergarten Cop failed. Lethal Weapon is either 3 or 4.
Failed.
So
the only thing I would say about like people, if you're referring people who want to buy, they gotta really want it right now. They gotta really, really want it.
I heard people are overpaying.
And
True or false?
Are they overpaying or are they paying what they're willing to pay? I mean, it's like hard to say. We have like a bit of a moving target here. So if you're basing your overpayment idea on like what the house should have costed in like 2018, 2 years ago, then you might be a little off on that. But we've seen prices increase and then kind of stay steady at a certain place. If there are more buyers than there are homes for sale, people are always going to have to, offer over the list price in order to get the house.
All right.
So,
Supply and demand?
yep, it's a supply and demand thing. When I first started in the real estate business, if you were qualified to buy a house, so that was the hard part, is finding people who are qualified to buy a house. You
Yep.
could just go pick one out and make an offer for a little less than that list price usually, and you could probably negotiate the price down a little bit sometimes, unless it was like a really good house, and then you get the house. Now it's like if you are trying to buy, you have to make like a couple offers a week.
Were
you know?
you in the game at this point? How long have you been a real estate agent?
9 years.
So within that 9 years, have you seen that time, or that was before your time?
Oh, I saw that time.
Oh, wow.
That was
So
that
within
was
9
most
years,
of the time.
people were
that was actually most
underbidding
of
and
the
getting
time.
the house.
Yeah.
And now 2021,
There was a
sounds like you have to
mythological situation back then called the multiple offer situation. It is no longer mythological. It is pretty much all of them. So at some point, there's some that like kind of sit for a little bit, you know, but yeah.
All right, another game. Episode 1, storyteller Matt Dix. First, last, best, worst. What's the first house you sold, the last house you sold, the best house you sold, and the worst house you sold?
First,
Yes.
last, best.
First, last, best, worst, man. Come on. Any order you want to answer.
First,
Take a
last,
minute.
best, and then what was the last one?
Worst.
First. Okay, first was
You have to
in
remember your first house.
okay.
Did you take a picture from it and like frame it? You taking a thinking sip?
Well, the first house was, and this is like once again, like if anyone is going to get involved in the real estate industry, I go like you're going to have to look for some people to collaborate with, right? So it was a collaborative effort. I was working with another agent, and we all shared what we were doing together. That's a way that you get started in the real estate. But you don't just go out there and be like, hey, I'm brand new, want to work with me? No, you have to look for other agents that need help, and you help them.
Okay.
So the
Now, does
first,
that share get split up amongst everyone?
yeah, but it's
evenly,
like
or
it's
partial.
it's
team?
yeah.
Gotcha.
But that's
Getting
how
your foot in the door.
you
you're getting
you start doing
experience.
that. If you do that a lot, sometimes you never really stop doing it, right? And that was a house, which I cannot remember the address, but it was the first time I made a real estate commission on something, so it's notable,
Nice.
right?
West Hartford?
Nope, it was actually in Waterbury,
Get out.
which is where
Dave,
you're
what did you
from.
just say?
Yeah.
Say it again.
Waterbury.
Let's
That's
go.
where you're. That's
That's
where
the
you're
rule.
from, right?
How'd you know?
I remember you saying it like once or twice, maybe.
What do you mean? I said it 30 times. There's
Yeah.
been 30 podcasts.
Yeah. You from Waterbury?
Hilarious. Born and raised, baby. The
Alright, so
Berry.
that was just kind of like a normal house on a street, whatever. But these people, it was their first time buying a house, and at that point, it was hard to get a mortgage, right? So that was the big obstacles that we were overcoming at that time. So that would have been in January of 2013. We got that piece of business off of a cold call, right? So
Nice.
like that, and ended up being someone who I could help, right? And that was approximately 6 months after I got my real estate license.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. So you
A lot
have
of
to.
perseverance.
Yeah,
there.
you have to
6
like.
months.
Yeah, you have to be planning for that type of thing when you're starting in this business. Like, you know, what are your resources? Are you resourceful? Because you're gonna have to use a lot of your resources to start any business, really. Really, you know. And so last one will be this one that it was another buyer. I helped yesterday, and they closed.
Just sold a
They
house
just
yesterday.
closed yesterday. I met them in June. They were a referral from somebody who I had helped buy a home in 2018. They said, you work with this guy. He did a good job. And then that's easy. Like, that's like a total
So that's great. Word of mouth.
assist.
You're
Yeah,
a good guy.
you show up. They're not like questioning, is this guy good or not? They're just like, hey, we're ready to start, right? So that one was a buyer, and we did probably make about 2 to 3 offers a week for a while there, because they weren't like, all cash deal, right? So they're competing against like a lot of people who are very, very qualified, and they were like, it was a little bit, they got to get a mortgage basically, right? Like, so we made a lot of offers before they got their offer accepted on a place that they wanted to move into.
Where was
And
this? What town?
Rocky Hill.
Okay. Rocky Hill.
And I saw them so often that by the time we got something under contract, I wasn't seeing them every day anymore. I kind of missed them. You know that? I kind of
Missed
missed them. Yeah.
So there is you call these guys friends?
Yeah, I believe after we are done, sometimes we might call them friends, which, like friends of Feeney.
Friends of Pilon. So
Somebody's already used that idea, so I got to come up with something original.
Pals of Pilon. Ooh, come on. Pilon's pals.
I'll think about it.
All right.
I'll think about it.
Write that one down.
Okay.
So you got first and last.
Yeah. Oh,
best and worst.
Best. The best one. You know what? I'm gonna do best and worst. And I'm gonna throw you a little, perhaps a curveball here. All right. The best and worst might actually be the same house.
Whoa.
All right. Because I had what was really my highest price sale was ended up being a very difficult transaction, and it was about an hour and a half away, right? So I could say that that's my best because it was my highest price. Look at me, I'm working with these higher end people or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But the house was full of issues, and it was very far away. So, we'll say that that's what that was. So that was actually down in the New Haven area for that one. So I was
it
helping
in New
somebody,
Haven?
a past client who was moving from Middletown to Branford.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and so I helped them do this, but man, it was a difficult transaction,
Just challenging,
Yeah.
picky, back and forth, kind of that, or
Yeah, well, yeah, and
Contentious,
it
what
was kind of working with a person who was attempting to sell their house without a real estate agent, so they just needed a little guidance. So it was extra work, and I know how to do it. It's okay, but it end up being extra work when you're working with somebody who is trying to sell their house without a real estate agent, and you're working with the buyers. You end up doing twice the work.
wow.
And it's just part of the deal, right?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So you played the game. Best, worst, first, last. I think you got a B plus. A.
Yeah. I mean, aside from that, I can say that my best one was this other one, but it was super easy, So I don't want to go there. I don't know. You feel good when you accomplish something.
Degree in psychology. So I have a degree in sociology and psychology and a master's in elementary education. You have a degree in psychology and a master's in
recreation management.
Nice. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, everybody is always wondering about my degree in recreation management. And
I'm not the only one to ask about that one?
No. Well, this comes from my background in the camping industry.
Nice.
So I have a background in real estate and camping. I don't know if anybody else can say that they have those two things.
So all else fails, you can't buy a house. You can teach them how to camp outside.
Yeah, something like that, right? So I was in the camping and year-round outdoor education industries. I was looking at maybe getting into perhaps something related to that or something else, management of some sort. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll see if, at the time I was working with some people and they're like, we're going to get a degree in recreation management. I was like, oh, I wonder if they got like master's degrees in that, because I already got my bachelor's degree. And it turned out they do.
Nice.
Right, so I went and I got that.
Where'd you go?
Springfield College.
Nice.
And the recreation management program is actually a small piece of like what is larger and would fall under the umbrella of sport management. So a lot of the classes that you're in are people that want to be like managing some sort of sport management, right? Like
Gotcha.
there's a lot of different aspects of that. You could be a coach. You could work in like major
athletic
league
director,
sports. Yeah, you could be an athletic
manager.
director at a school or something. Yeah, there's a lot of different career paths. So
Yeah, because you serve on the board for Camp Jewel, YMCA camp.
Yes. Okay, and this is actually one of the reasons why I like being a real estate agent, because being a real estate agent is mostly about just like networking and meeting people. And so it's really a vehicle for me to be involved in all these other things that I like to be involved in, while still being involved in my own entrepreneurial pursuit of being a real estate agent. So
Speaking of Camp Jewel and teachers, want to shout out Mike Cahill?
Mike Cahill. Yeah, he was also a Camp Jewel person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Works at Wolcott School. He's my friend now. So he
Yeah,
was your friend.
I told you that you were going to be his friend.
He's a good dude.
Yes.
As soon as I met him, I'm like, he reminds me of someone. And I was like, Dave Pilon. So Why don't you think of that? So shout out to Mike Cahill's doing a wonderful job, art teacher. He made the Friends of Feeney banner. If you see Park Road Parade, we had banners out. Be a good friend. We had a huge float. Humble brag, we won best float. Came out today, best float of the Park Road Parade. So round of applause for myself. I would like to thank Josh Sorel and the Sorel Brothers. He's episode 24. Learn more about Josh. He volunteered his time. He was up at 6:30 in the morning. He met a deadline. He built it. It was safe for kids to carry. He drove nice and slow. It was huge. It's the highest float. Said, be a good friend, our motto. So shout out to Josh, episode 24. Shout out to Mike Cahill. He traced out the Friends of Feeney and the kids colored it. And we just traced. We used his as a tracer. Good. So think of a friend, because I have an email I want to read from a former student. I'm going to try not to cry. While I'm doing that, think of your favorite teacher of all time.
Oh, boy.
So this is Rosa. This is Rosa. And what she looks like now and what she looked like around when she was in my class. It's me, Rosa. I'm not sure if you remember me considering all the students you've had since you entered. I attended Kingsbury School. So this is Waterbury, Kingsbury School.
Okay.
The same school I went to as a kid. So I taught and went to
at the same school.
It was really cool. My teacher was Mrs. Jarrell, my favorite teacher of all time, 5th grade teacher. She ended up turning into the principal that hired me. So this school means a lot to me. I was sitting here thinking about all the teachers that impacted my life, and you were on that list. I just want to say thank you for being such an important person and changing my life. Growing up, whenever someone would ask me who my favorite teacher was, my response was Mr. Feeney. I know you do remember me because probably I wasn't the best behaved student. As a child, I experienced a lot of things that still affect me today. But whenever I went to school, you made things better. Thank you so much. By the way, I still remember you throwing the best St. Patrick's Day parties. My dad even bought a green beard. So my guy right here. Right here, yeah. He even bought a green beard and cookies. I'm 22 years old now. I'm in school for social work. I work in a preschool. Thank you for paving the way for me. I attached some photos that you probably around the time that I was in your class and then now. And then she's like, how are the twins? When I was in your class, they were newborns. I still have their picture. So that's Rosa. It means a lot to me to get this email. It was like a Sunday night, rough week, planning for school. And I get this email and it just like made it all worth it, making a difference. Rosa, I remember, of course I remember her. It was like yesterday. I just saw her. Rosa's a wonderful kid, and it means a lot to get this email out of the blue. She's 22 now, so that was 12 years ago. My girls are 12, so she remembers when they were newborns. I remember giving all the students newborn pictures. It's just, making a difference, and Kingsbury meant a lot. Rosa reaching out means a lot, so we've been in contact, going back and forth. Sent her a Friends of Feeney hoodie, had to. She's definitely a Friends of Feeney, and it just means a lot to be still in contact. Who's your favorite teacher?
Oh, God. Well, now we're putting on the spot.
And then we got a special guest.
Okay.
Favorite teacher.
My favorite teacher? When I was trying to come up with something for this, what I actually could only think of was like a college professor.
Yep.
Is that all right?
We get those.
All right,
they're all right, too.
Yeah. Because I had this one college professor that I would actually, I'm changing what I'm going to say right now. Okay. So I had a Spanish professor at St. Michael's College in Vermont. And I remember one time she was like, I'm going to invite the whole class to my house for dinner. So we all got instructions on how to get to her house, right? It was back in the day where you had to like read your MapQuest directions on a piece of paper. So we were following these, we all carpooled and we caravan to her house, and we're like, whoa, we're like going off into the middle of nowhere. And we show up, and it's on a piece of land next to like a stream, and it's a hut with a fire pit in front of it, and that's where we ate dinner. And so she lived in a hut.
Jeez.
With no plumbing.
Whoa.
And I was
college
like,
professor?
this is so cool.
What year?
Yeah. Like she would just like come back to class and, just teach. And she was showering at the gym at the school and stuff. And I was like, this is such a cool lifestyle. And that kind of opened my eyes a little bit.
As a camping guy.
Yeah. I was like,
people,
and just people live in all different types of ways. Whatever makes them happy and thrive. the simpler the better. And actually, I think of that often when I think about like, what are the things I need to live, right? Like it's probably less than, you know, what a lot of people.
Oh yeah, we definitely needs and wants.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you want? What do you need?
I actually often struggle with like, what do I want? Because I don't want much, you know, like as far as like physical possessions, but
I'm like you.
they could be, there's some fun physical possessions.
Of course.
You know, like, yeah.
Like,
Try to remind myself of that, you know.
you earned
It's
it.
okay
You work
to have
hard.
fun. It's okay to have fun. Yeah.
Well, this is episode 30. It's like Krusty's last show on The Simpsons. We have special guests. We have a special guest. Dave, you mind shouting out to the special guest in the hallway? Let's see. His name's Matt.
Let's see. This is fun.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a drop-in?
No, this is a first time ever. This is an exclusive, number 30. Can we get that mic over to him, Dave?
It's time.
Episode 30. Special guest. Woo, 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 woo.
Here he comes.
And it's a former. This is a former podcast guest.
Publishers Clearinghouse.
Publishers Clearinghouse is here. What do we got?
Checks.
And he's got that Happy Gilmore check.
There you go.
Yeah.
Get that on camera. Look at that right there.
Wow, look at
Oh my God, that's amazing.
So check it out. WeHa Whiskey Festival. These are the proceeds from the event. $5,000 to Friends of Feeney.
Wow.
This check has seen its donations in the past, and so
Can you see that? You getting that,
look
David?
at that. Look at the camber on that thing right
That is pretty nice little.
It's not a real check. Like, you can't take that to the bank. Like,
there. No, you can't. But that's okay. You know, we'll get you a real one.
I'm honored, and that's the biggest. That's the biggest fundraiser. I can't thank you. It was an exciting event, Matt. You made it. Maximum Beverage. We had a WeHa whiskey tasting. It was their 8th one. It was at the Hartford Golf Club. Wonderful night. 250 different types of whiskey, like 50 different tables. We also made like $800 off of a raffle. So it just means a lot, Matt. Thank you so much
got
for
it.
the collaboration, and that is awesome. Can I hold it?
You want to hold the check?
Oh man, I've never got a big check before. Dave,
There you go, man.
Dave, can we get a picture? Here, get in. Get in, Matt. We get the. Hold on.
Well,
We're gonna take a
we need
picture.
to get you in the store to do an official one in store, but this work.
Can't see Dave. Dave, you gotta sneak
Dave,
in.
get in.
You want me to get in
a little
there?
bit.
Yeah,
Lean
get
in
in.
a
Here we
little
go.
You're here, man.
All right, ready? Here we go. Got it.
Smells nice in here, by the way.
Wow. Everyone mentions that, Dave. The candle's hitting.
The smell of fall.
Fall.
It's like a what kind of candle is it? You're asking me?
No, I'm just gonna do guess.
Oh, it's like a pumpkin, like holiday spice or something.
I don't know what it is. Apple.
Apple.
September 25th. Friends of Feeney, $5,000. Wow. And it's on a big check. This is hilarious. This makes my day. Thank you so much. This is
Yeah, you
a
got
big day, episode 30 podcast. What a wonderful event. Again, raising
Lots of
money,
whiskey,
having a
too.
good time. And what else did you bring there?
We got one of the snags from the VIP event.
You gotta
Lean
I'll
back.
put it in-
Sorry.
lean back. Thank
Is that better?
Yeah, hold it up. Let's tell us a little bit about it. Give us a
I'm
little
on
brown
it.
bag
I'm
in
on
it.
you. There we go.
You know, this is Old Forester, the 150th anniversary. So it's your 30th episode. 5 exit. We got the 150th anniversary.
Nice.
And this was like a one-time deal they put out. There's 3 different batches, and basically they blended together like this a rye. They had a high rye bourbon and another bourbon, and they blend it all together, and you get this particular batch. So this was batch number 2. It's 126 proof, which is 63.2% alcohol. Serious
All right.
stuff, unfiltered, delicious. We all want to sample on it.
Dave, I don't know. Should we celebrate episode 30, Dave? Dave Pilon, should we celebrate episode 30?
This is your podcast.
You drink bourbon?
I have.
He does
It's not-
today.
I'm not like an enthusiast, but
Yeah,
you know,
no,
I
that's
could
cool.
become one.
It's just you can just sample it.
So
Yeah.
this is Dave Pilon, real
Yeah.
estate agent.
What's up, Dave?
Miale Team from Keller Williams.
Actually, I have heard some things about this. It's like,
What's
when
that?
you're sipping, can I confirm them with you? I don't.
Sure,
You probably know more about this than me, but
I
like
hope
your
so.
first sip it like burns, right?
Your first sip?
Yeah. So your second sip,
this mic down.
you gotta get used to it. So like the third sip is where you actually taste it.
Get the flavor profiles?
Yeah.
Ah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, somebody told me that. I don't even know what I'm talking about, of course.
that sounds legit to me. I mean, but also it's everyone gets their own reaction from people right off the first thing. You know, there's old whiskey guys back in the day. They like pour a little on their hand, rub it on their skin, and then smell it that way to get some of the aromas. So.
Okay.
No, this
so
guy's good.
Yeah, like sometimes people actually
learn a lot.
They taste it right off the bat because they do it all.
everyone-
They do it all the time. Yeah.
How do you like wine? Do you like wine?
I'm fine with wine.
Fine with wine?
I like beer.
Red
for
wine?
the most part, but
Keeps you rocking all of the
white
time?
if I have the choice.
So watch episode 19. This is Matt Whitney from Maximum Beverage.
Yep.
He also does his show on the radio on Fridays. What show is that?
Oh, I think I might have heard that.
Yeah.
Actually.
We hop on radio. I hop on Radio 104, and we do the same thing basically. We just drink booze and talk about it.
Dave, we got to have that every Friday here, Dave.
Here you go, guys.
All right. This is
All
to
right.
celebrate.
So this stuff's pretty pricey. I mean, I think the bottle's like about somewhere around $200 retail.
$200
Yeah.
bottle?
Cheers, man.
I've
Cheers.
never drank $200. Matt.
Wonderful. I think that's the. I don't know. I gotta check the price on that, but it was in the VIP event. People pay $225 to taste 12 whiskeys.
Well, I feel very special now. Cheers to you, Pilon. Thank you for
Cheers.
being here. Thank you. This is for Directline Media. Dave.
Cheers.
It's nice to have Popeye guests, isn't it? This
It's
is the first
special.
time you ever had one?
First time ever. Tastes like $200. It's delicious.
I don't know.
The first one, I'm
Tastes
trying to
like
do what you're
$200.
doing. The first one burns.
It's solid.
Yeah. You feel
It's not amazing.
it burns. Second one.
It's not Buffalo Trace.
Second one, you build
No,
up
it's
a
better
little
than
bit of
Buffalo
a
Trace.
something.
think-
I don't know.
It has a nice strong smell. A lot more aroma than the other ones that we've had. Dave has a nice collection.
Courtesy Feeney.
That's
You're
good
right.
stuff.
I do view it as something like I could get into this. That's what I think about every time I do it. But
Only the
I have
cool
not
guys.
yet, you know,
Only the coolest get into bourbon.
it seems like it.
No.
It's weird drinking out of that little cup, isn't it?
Dave mentioned that earlier. We should have gotten special cups.
That's
I
okay.
dropped the ball. Sorry,
no, I
Matt.
could have brought
Hope I didn't embarrass you. I
don't know.
appreciate.
I think when I was here and I did your podcast, I actually brought glasses. I think
Yep.
I did, or some sort of
Like
glassware.
sifter glasses.
Yeah.
We were doing the smelling.
Yeah. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Wine glasses?
Yep.
That's the same one?
Same.
Still got it.
There you go.
They're still dirty.
I didn't have time for that today.
Well, it's wonderful you to stop by.
Yeah, you got it.
It's wonderful the collaboration. I can't thank you enough. I posted something on Instagram today, and Paula Whitney mentions that it was great to do the collaboration. So shout out to Paula.
That
You know
would be my
Paula?
mother. Yeah.
How's
That's
your
my
mother?
mother. That's my mom.
Do you
She's good.
consider Paula a good friend?
Yeah.
Look on the camera and say something nice about Paula.
Paula takes care of my kids when I can't. Thank you. That's very helpful.
No,
Drives them in the morning.
It,
There's nothing like that.
It was great to see. So hopefully that's the collaboration that can continue. Again, we had a wonderful night. We did a raffle. It was just great people show up too. Like everyone was generous. Everyone was nice. Wanted to hear about Friends of Feeney. In addition to having a good time and tasting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there was a lot of whiskey consumed that evening, and everyone got home safe.
yep, that's the most
That was
important
the
part.
key.
Your
And,
photographer Ben Jordan, older gentleman.
Yeah.
He was my sergeant from the National Guard too.
He had quite the accent on him. This Virginia in there. I'm like, where are you from? He's like, I'm from Virginia. I'm like, you sound like an old colonel from like the
Yeah.
Civil War.
Like Alabama.
Yeah, like.
And he's been in Connecticut for like 50 years.
Yeah, he's
so I'm
got
like,
quite
you
the little
think you'll
accent.
lose the accent by now, buddy?
Man.
I used to give that guy headaches too in the National Guard, but I loved seeing him. It was great to see him. And the tequila, there's a tequila booth and they were making margaritas.
Oh,
That
my
was
God.
really good too. He was putting a little
key.
slice of
Yeah.
jalapeno in them.
What's these shoes, man?
Oh,
Did you cover this?
no, let's do it. That's great.
What is those?
Shout
What are
out
those?
to the shoes. These are custom made. Be a good friend.
Wow.
So Kyle, shout out to Kyle. He runs the adventure, or he's an adventure at camp, and he had these like decorated sneaks. So these are called Air Force Ones, and I had a pair
Classic.
sitting around, classic Air Force Ones, and they're plain in white. And I say, hey Kyle, can you spice mine up with some Be a Good Friend, Friends of Feeney stuff?
Nice.
So he put happy faces, and so I thought special event, special day, Friends of Feeney, Be a Good Friend. Thank you, Kyle, again. I wore these to a basketball camp too in Southington, a Lamar Odom basketball camp. We sponsored a kid, sponsored a camper that had some difficulties going. Friends of Feeney sponsored him. Lamar Odom goes, "Those are some cool sneakers." Right as soon as I walk in the gym, I'm like, "Can you say that on camera?" And shout out Kyle.
There you go.
Yeah, remember sneaker guy. Thanks, best thing ever, Julia.
Whose what camp was that?
That was the coach Jerry.
Jerry
D.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Jerry D was Lamar's coach at Rhode Island. Jerry Gregorio, good guy, runs a great camp. My daughters went to it like 2 years ago. Yeah, great coach. Him and Lamar are like best friends. He was Lamar's best man when Lamar married Chloe on the TV show. I didn't see it, heard about it. But yeah, big sneaker guy, as you know. My end of the year gift, one of the best end of the year gifts ever. I'll go on record. Julia Whitney, Matt's daughter. I was Julia's teacher. Custom made Friends of Feeney Air Maxes. You know what Air Maxes?
Mm-hmm.
Air Max 90s with the air bubble. And then the tongue, one says Friends of, and the other one says Feeney. Got that from a student.
I told her we should give you whiskey. and Julia, my wife, wanted to give you the shoes, and I was like, really? Like, I could go get the whiskey right now. Like, I had to order it. It took all this time.
And a year later, Julia, just the other day, at the WeHa Fest, I'm packing up, and Julia's leaving with Julia's mom and the sisters, and I'm like, "Hey, Julia, I'm wearing these sneaks for every event." And I was like, she goes, "Yeah." Pfft. We both laugh like, "My dad wanted to get you a bottle of whiskey." I'm like, we're like,
"It's a joke."
Yeah, whiskey, sneakers all day. Julia made the right choice. Thank you, Julia. I'll go on record. You made the great choice. Sarah and Julia, you picked out wonderful cover. I love my sneakers. I wore them on the Park Road Parade. I wore them at the Whiskey Fest. I just haven't got these out and about, so I wanted to wear these guys today. Great. You finished yours yet?
A little bit left there.
What are you guys drinking there?
Yeah.
Is it New Park?
Yeah. Little New Park action.
I'm good. I might actually find myself down there on the way out.
I think, yeah. Mayor. The mayor might be having a little party out there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's not my thing, but I'll get a beer.
When's the last?
Don't want to get involved.
Yeah.
So how is it buying and selling a house? When's the last time you bought or sold a house? And how was your real estate agent?
2012 or something. I bought my house. My first house purchase with my wife. Was great, man. You're a real estate agent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Market right now is crazy.
We were just talking
Yeah,
about
that was when I started. So I started in
2013?
2012.
2012.
Yeah, and at that time, it was if you were qualified to buy a house, you could just go pick one out. That's what I was saying before, right?
Yeah, you had. Yeah, we got our. Actually, when I bought my house, it was before we went on the market. Like, it barely went on the market. We saw it before anything was going on. They got us in there. There was no furniture. It was one of those setups.
Yeah.
And honestly, if I go into a house with furniture, I couldn't get past it. Like, it was just every house.
Oh, someone's still living
rough.
here.
Yeah, West Hartford's rough because you get some of these smaller houses, and then you're going in there and you're like, man, all this stuff everywhere. Went in, there was no furniture. I was like, all right, I can
move right in.
Yeah, I can picture myself here. And so,
that was key.
Yeah.
I know there was like the table that went parallel along the stairs, and it kind of butted out into the little stretch into the kitchen. I'm like, this is tight and weird. Or the
was that your
L
house?
couch that kind of like cuts you off from walking right into your living room. Like, you have to walk along the couch and in. Like, the setup matters, I guess.
Well,
It's called staging.
Yeah.
Right,
Yes,
Pilon?
yeah. Actually, if you list with the Miale Team, everybody gets staging. That's part of the deal. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good deal.
And is it true? Should all the colors of the walls be neutral? Like,
I mean, it's a pretty safe thing to do,
when you sell your house.
Yeah, if you want to appeal to the most amount of people possible, because you're creating a product.
Because I have like a purple bedroom, bright red, green living room, and if you want to sell it, those should be flat.
I'm not saying
colors.
that like it definitely wouldn't sell, but like you're increasing your chances of getting what you want if you turn it into a thing that statistically is going to be more popular, So
Pink cabinets in the kitchen.
Yeah,
not
it's probably
a good choice.
Pink
Yeah.
cat,
Yeah, I would.
A lot of pink toilets in West Hartford
Those are
too.
from the 40s
Old house.
and
Yeah,
50s,
yeah. The
man.
old houses, they still got them. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
My
the
brother had one.
subway tiles were like key.
See, I got the black and white tile in my bathroom with the little black and white tiles.
Oh, yeah. Those are cool.
Yeah, they're
That's
kind
not
of cool.
considered subway?
No, they're like square.
On the
Everything's
floor?
square.
You're talking about on
Yeah,
the
and they're
floor?
little black and white
Yeah.
tiles on the floor.
Okay.
And then they're like almost like look like a marble tile. And then the wall is the white tile. That's the square tile with the black trim. It's like you see a bunch of houses that were built in the 40s in West Hartford.
Yeah.
So I have that bathroom.
And what about the wire plaster walls?
Oh, brutal.
Do you have those too?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't even hang anything up.
No.
Yeah, that would be like anything before the 1950s, right?
Yep.
So if you get to 60s, probably you got some sheetrock.
My house is
Yeah.
1955.
Yeah.
What's yours? Right.
47.
Right? Oh wow.
The ceilings. So the ceilings are are the worst. The ceilings are that wire mesh with the sheetrock and then plaster.
Yep.
There's like 2 layers, and then the walls. I don't have the wire mesh in my walls, but I have a sheetrock thing they put in, and then they put the plaster over the top. It's like this thick.
It just makes the room smaller, cuts it.
Right.
Ah, all right.
I don't know. I don't know why they did it that way back then. They whatever building practices were.
That was the only thing they knew.
That was it.
Yeah. They didn't think people were going to knock down walls.
Uh-oh. Surprise guests keep coming.
Oh, we got another surprise guest.
Surprise guest.
Oh,
Let's go.
wow.
Episode 30.
Donuts.
Hello, come on in.
Wow.
What's after?
Okay.
More guests. Come on in.
Hi, hi,
Come
hi.
on
We
down.
gotta make room.
Get you on
Yep.
camera.
Well,
Crazy question time.
We had to tell you that there's a new market study out.
Oh, a new what?
Market study.
Oh,
It
what?
shows that donuts increase
Come on.
the
Why don't
value
you guys come
in
down
West
here?
Hartford.
You guys stand down here
So
with me.
you are the first
Stand here.
Donuts?
Stand.
donut.
If you have fresh donuts at the
Y'all gotta sit
open
down.
house, you're gonna get a value increase in your house.
That's what
What
the
they
study
say?
said. I mean,
Are
I
we,
read it.
are we opening the box? of
I'm
donuts?
just reporting.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm reporting.
We're doing tasting.
Here, I'll stand.
No, we're good.
Whoa, look at that. No,
Episode 10. Irene,
Hello.
sponsor of the crazy question.
This is Mr. Feeney. This is Olivia and Emilia. Oh my God.
Amelia? Amelia?
Emilia.
Emilia, what up? So you're 5th grade and you're about
What grade?
kindergarten. All right.
So
Kindergarten,
what's
though?
going
Was that right in
on?
kindergarten?
No,
Sorry.
no.
Hi,
What
guys.
type of
What grade
donuts
she in?
are these though? Like, what are they?
Liv, can you tell? Can you tell what
You got,
donuts
like,
they
looks
are?
like we
Oh
got
yeah,
a couple
give us a
here.
little.
Yeah.
What's your
The
fave?
rundown here.
French toast.
Hold them
I
to the
think that's
camera.
your fave, right, Dave?
Lean them a little bit. Come on, Pilon. You never showed donuts before. You show
Donuts.
houses. Here we go.
Yeah.
There's the
Can we see
Homer
the donuts?
Simpson pink donut. I love it.
Black hawk, cannoli, apple pie.
Mm.
What's the pink one?
That pink one is a special one just for October for breast cancer awareness.
Oh, all right. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Love
Dave,
it.
how are you?
Yeah, good. Hey, there's your microphone.
Oh, hey. Hi.
Sorry, we have to share that.
Oh, no.
So
no
this is
worries.
Dave Pilon, episode
yeah.
30.
Yeah.
Matt
Popeye
Whitney,
guest.
episode 18.
Yeah.
Irene from Donut Crazy, episode 10.
Yeah.
And Irene's little donuts are here with us. Amelia and
Olivia.
Olivia.
Yeah.
Thank you
You
for
all
being
sit
here.
down there in the chairs.
Yeah?
So you
Okay,
can see
here,
you, 'cause
one
I
second.
can't.
Okay.
Where should we
We'll
put
just
the
take a-
donuts?
Let's put those right here.
Here, you want to hold this?
All right.
Here, you want here, you come with me here.
You girls can sit down. I'll move over to the side.
We're trying something new.
We're good.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, let's
How
get
are
into
you?
these
Have you ever
guys.
had this many people in here before?
No.
No.
way.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
let's-
guys slide in now.
Get close.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Hey, how's it going?
Good there.
Feeney talks with friends. We're packing this joint in, Dave. What do you think?
Whoa,
Directline
I just
Media.
moved this camera by accident.
How many? Hi, I'm Matt. How many more
Guests?
guests do you have coming?
Oh, shh. It's a surprise.
Dude, I gotta go to New Park.
Surprise.
I
I
gotta
think
go
it's
get a beer.
like episode 100.
Let's
Do this again at episode
we're doing a
100.
concert.
Come, because
I just
parking
got here.
is not easy.
Oh yeah, I had to park. There was one. I have a truck, and there was one parking spot, and it was next to a Suburban, and there's a Tesla, and it's like the desk from the event they have going on is like in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And I like could not. It took me forever. I was like doing a what do you?
Cake turning?
No, it was like 14 turns to get
Oh,
in this.
the Austin Powers?
Yes, that's what it is.
Movie reference.
Yeah, the Austin Powers in there. Like,
If I hit you with the "Who is your daddy? What does he do?" Who is your daddy? What does he do?
that's
That's Adam
kindergarten
Sandler.
cop. Kindergarten cop.
Boom, kindergarten cap. What about, come on. Leo gets. Whatever you need, Leo gets. Feeney
That was
gets.
such a good movie.
Kindergarten cop. Homework for everyone. Go home and watch Kindergarten Cop.
Yes. What do you think,
My
Brad?
buddy, I mentioned it at school today. My buddy Dan Zip went home and got Kindergarten Cop. We're gonna watch it tonight. All right, let's hold these up and get a nice little. You want to come over and point, Olivia?
Go ahead, honey.
This one's French toast. This one's cannoli. This one's black cock, and no, the rest.
Yep, those are the new ones. The middle one's apple pie.
Ooh.
The top right.
In the mic.
Oh, sorry. Apple pie. The pink one is for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and then the bottom one is a Muddy Buddy.
Ooh, man.
Muddy buddy.
Olivia, what's your go-to?
The cannoli.
Ooh.
Yeah, the cannoli
Leave
is
the gun,
legit.
take the cannoli.
Yep. E, what's yours?
You know that movie?
Yeah.
The black one.
Let's try
The
to.
Black Hawk.
We'll get a movie quote for all these. Black Hawk Down. Great movie.
We're
Cool.
big Vivo fans lately. Vivo.
Vivo.
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, it's good.
What is it?
It's just a new Disney movie.
Oh, okay. I don't know about that.
Is it is the Italian mermaid that?
That's Luca, right?
Okay, I just recently saw that one.
Oh,
I'm really
we-
feeling this apple one.
Oh yeah, it's good.
All right, let's do it.
Those are big donuts.
I know.
All right, we're gonna score it, 1 to 10. Everybody knows the rules. One bite.
Can I try the black
Apple. What was the name of it again? Apple
Apple
cinnamon.
pie. Apple pie.
Oh,
What do you got in there?
Donut review.
Is there a little filling in there?
yeah, I could
gotta be
feel the
filling.
apples.
Yeah.
The apple. Walnuts on top that
Oh
are
yeah.
like.
No, any nut allergy? No. Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Too late now.
This would not be allowed on
nope,
school,
nope, not
school
happening.
grounds.
Good. Hey,
One bite.
How's running been? You still running?
Good. Yeah. No, I'm running the Hartford Half Marathon.
You are. That's
on Saturday.
amazing.
I
Congratulations.
used to run more, so it's.
Oh.
You know, it's,
You know what's good for a marathon? A donut. You should eat one.
I know. I'm looking at that. I'm thinking like, I guess
Dave, you
it's
want one?
okay.
I
Matt,
brought
you
you
want
the
one?
French toast. I know.
Yeah, I know. You remember that? That's my favorite donut.
I did remember that was your favorite.
But you know what I really like about Donut Crazy?
Tell me.
The breakfast sandwiches.
Oh, but
Avocado toast.
Yeah,
is-
if maybe
is
if you
banging
don't-
too in the coffee.
If you don't want to get into the donuts, there's still something for you to do
Got other
there.
things other than
There's even a
donuts.
burger, right?
There is a burger.
Yeah, you can get a
Grilled
burger.
cheese.
Really?
Yeah.
At the
Tater
West
tots.
Hartford one now?
Avocado toast.
Oh, that's my go-to.
You can't have them be your sponsor without knowing all this stuff. This is what I'm saying. We have to
failed.
talk about all
Burgers?
this. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
burgers.
I got the eye
We,
roll.
we should.
That one hurt.
We can go to get a burger at Donut
He
Crazy.
texted me, I don't know, a month ago. It was like, I left all of the T-shirts at your store,
Yeah.
right? And I went, I don't think he did, but
Mm-hmm.
he obviously knows they're all his shirts. So I went back. I was looking all over. I was really nervous. I thought, I don't know what happened. And then he was like, oh yeah,
She sold them on Amazon.
I must have had them. I took them back.
I have them.
Oh,
Mistakes were made, you know? Oh, that was delicious.
I guess I
budget.
should eat the donut.
Did you eat that whole thing?
No.
Oh,
The
Half.
t-shirt budget for Friends of Feeney, what is that looking like this year, man? I've never seen so many t-shirts come from.
You know, trying to get a little
donut.
style in,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
trying to get
yeah.
the word out.
A lot of t-shirts, man.
The long sleeves. First and
yeah.
only. Last long sleeve winter's coming up. Speaking of
Right.
which, thanks for bringing that up. Dave and Irene, thank you for being a sponsor. This is a medium. West Hartford Chamber of Commerce, Directline Media, Sorel Brothers.
wow.
We won Best Float, thanks to Josh Sorel. Balanced Massage, Kalen. Boards
Oh,
and
yeah,
Beyond.
yeah.
Maximum Beverage.
Okay.
Chuck Minahan, he's on the board. Just Taxes does our taxes. Cricket Press does all the flyers. Twisted Italian. WeHa.com is Ronnie. West Hartford Lock is Eric Brown. People's Bank, we just got a $1,000 check for their grand opening. Scott from Schoolhouse Rock is awesome. Machine, System X, Speak Up is episode 1. Electric, French Cleaners, the IV. You ever get a fix IV? Oh, come on, guys. You ever get, it's across the way from you.
I did. Good times.
Gastro Park, We Care Computer, Jim Schultz Painting.
Hey, that's a good collab for the whiskey festival next year.
Oh, the fix.
Yeah.
Get them the next day.
Right.
You
Well,
need
they
the
should
next
be
day
at
fix.
the thing booking people for the next day at the event.
Aaron Fox, you hear this? You're in. We made that connection. It's happening. The fix is going to make connections for. They have a hangover IV,
Well, I would
and it's
think that's-
amazing. Just gives you
It's got to be half their business, right?
vitamin
Most people
D
coming
and
in there,
like nutrients
having a
and
rough
just
day.
the good stuff.
yeah.
We Care. Jim Schultz. This is exciting too. So 3 people on here: Jim Schultz, Ash's Arts Prints and Lions Autos are in 3 collaboration. Lions Auto on New Britain Ave. Jim Schultz just power washed and painted it white. Ash's Art Prints, she's going to make the Be a Good Friend mural on the side of Lions Auto. It's going to be huge to be seen from the street while you're driving down, just to tell the world our motto, be a good friend. Isn't that awesome?
Right?
We're very excited about that. Lions Auto. The Films Critic Ticket, we talk a lot of movies. This guy Max loves movies. Billy's kid. And then special shout out to Wendy and the Elmwood
I was
Makers.
thinking of you.
Thank you.
So this is
You're
a
welcome.
medium for you.
Grab that for me.
And this is a large for Dave. Directline Medium. Medium. T-shirts. My man loves sneakers and T-shirts. We're working on fitted hats next.
Thank you.
It's the Waterbury in me. T-shirts, hats, and fitteds.
Oh, sorry.
Are you ready for some crazy questions? We got the music. Oh, wait, hold on. I got something to cheer you up.
There's music?
Where's the music? Where's that other cup? I had a cup, random cup over here. Where'd it go?
I just ate that whole donut like it was nothing.
Delicious. Anyway, it was a cup full of paper that I was going to throw everywhere. Did you get that cup?
It's right there on the table.
Oh, darn it. You got the camera? Crazy questions!
Whoa!
Crazy questions.
I mean, that was kind of scary.
Crazy questions.
Not gonna lie.
Crazy
Whoa,
questions.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Crazy. Sponsored by Donut Crazy. All right, you guys, anyone can answer? These are crazy questions. We have
Oh,
our
so
first
anyone can
sponsor.
answer.
All right, you ready,
Ship
Lynn?
from.
Anyone can answer.
Thank you so much for your sponsorship.
You're very welcome.
How's it feel to sponsor a podcast?
Pretty cool.
What's your favorite song? Favorite song?
Favorite song?
All right.
Anyone have one?
Oh, we're off to a
Favorite
great
song,
start.
man.
How old are you?
How about Baby Beluga? That's my favorite song.
Foo Fighters.
All right.
What's your
Foo
favorite
Fighters.
song?
That's in the range. It's like music. Yeah.
No,
Did I
what
just
is it?
bump that?
What? Oh, hold. What is it? A-OK?
All right. Would you rather be a
Oh,
big
lose
baby?
somebody.
Go ahead.
Oh no, she was saying her favorite
Amelia?
song was Lose Somebody.
Lose somebody? Not
that?
lose
Oh
your,
yeah, that's a good song.
It is
Yeah,
a
let's
good
go
song.
with that one.
Yeah.
If we all have to come to
Lose
an
somebody.
agreement.
Yeah.
Which
Not
seems
Lose
to
Yourself
be
by
the case
Eminem?
here.
No.
Be in the
Lose
moment. You
Lose
know,
somebody.
Gotta
Yeah.
let them go.
Is that the name? I can picture it. Who is it by though? Who's?
Do you know who sings it?
Oh no, the Kings of Leon.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, that's who sings that
That
one.
is who sings that. Yeah.
There
Good
you
job,
go.
They still
Amelia.
together, the Kings of Leon?
I like it.
Maybe not, but that's,
Would you
that's
rather
your
be a
favorite
big
song.
baby
Cool.
for Halloween or a small baby for Halloween?
Big.
Big.
Small.
Small.
Big.
Big. How many friends do you have?
Small.
53.
Friends of Feeney. How are your friends? That was from Christian. Would you rather have spaghetti hair or Twizzler fingernails?
Twizzler fingernails.
Spaghetti hair. Spaghetti hair.
Spaghetti hair, Twizzler
Oh, I don't
fingernail.
know.
Twizzler fingernails.
I'm gonna go spaghetti hair.
Twizzler
All right.
fingernails.
Man, all right.
Yeah.
Crazy question. Sponsored by Crazy Donut Crazy. Would you rather have big long hair or no hair at all?
Big long hair. Big long hair.
I'd go
long
with
hair.
no. It's like easier overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Cause your hair is
not
not
one way or
in the
another on that
way.
one.
No, it's not in the way
They
at
both
all.
sound not
Yeah.
great.
Put her on the side. Yeah, she can walk around.
Come,
I can't see you. You should
come
be-
right
oh,
over
I
here.
wanna
Come
be
right
able
over
to
here.
see
Right in between. Yeah, Matt won't bite you.
No, I won't.
Promise.
Yep,
Nope.
there we go. Thank you. Would you rather have a job at your favorite restaurant or live in a rock?
Favorite
Ha.
job at your favorite restaurant.
Yeah.
Live in a rock?
Yeah.
I'd live in a rock.
In a rock?
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
Fraggle Rock?
I don't want to work at the restaurant
Fraggle Rock.
because you could still live in the rock and like go to your favorite restaurant. But if you work there, you might not like it as much.
All right,
anymore.
follow up. What's your favorite West Hartford restaurant?
Oh, Savoy.
Ooh, good pizza.
I mean, I think
So Saprita.
Are we
Savoy's
counting?
good.
No, but are we counting
No,
Donut
we're not
Crazy as a
counting
restaurant? No,
Donut Crazy.
it's more of a breakfast like donuts. It's in a
Oh,
league of its own.
oh,
Yeah.
Pilon's backtracker.
It's in a league of its own.
Taco?
Ooh, bar
That's a good one.
taco. Good
that's a
one.
very good
That's
one.
definitely my most frequented restaurant over the last.
I'm
year
going.
and a half.
I'm going bar taco. What about
The
you, honey?
takeout there?
Luna pizza? Yeah, Luna.
That plantano dish with the cheese whatever.
At bar
Where?
taco?
Yeah, you ever try it?
No.
Should try it. Or
think
it's
I
corn.
tried it.
It's corn.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
I've tried
street
that.
corn.
Oh, the street,
Street
corn.
corn.
You
My
didn't
bad.
like the cheese on it.
But they do have a
Yeah.
plantano dish, which is also
You gotta
very
be
good.
careful with that if you have a beard. And I know you've had one. So
Yeah.
Okay, because you get it all over the
The
beard.
street corn is a mess.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Plantains are amazing. Can never go wrong with
Love
those
them.
plantains.
Love them. Would you rather? Oh, got that one. Favorite job, favorite rock. Yep, got that. Would you rather be a dolphin for the rest of your life, or a horse for the rest of your life?
Dolphin.
2 dolphins.
I think I'm going horse.
Come to find out, dolphins are very smart.
Yeah,
They have-
Because then nobody gets to ride you.
Oh.
I like the idea of being a
that
dolphin too.
And your back is safe
I'm,
forever too.
I'm not even gonna react to that.
I'm glad we got the
That's right, Emilia.
But if somebody dared.
Oh, I did.
Would you
Ride a
rather-
dolphin? You can ride a dolphin.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You hold on.
But you'll drown because they go underwater to survive.
Yeah, you just gotta wear like some scuba gear.
Yeah,
You'll be
right.
right,
If you wear goggles, that's okay.
yeah, no, but you might need an underwater breathing device also. You know.
Right? What are those?
Yeah.
What do we have? Those things?
Snorkels?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
a snorkel, you're covered.
Would you rather have infinity chicken nuggets or infinity cheeseburgers?
I'm going nuggets.
Nuggets. What's your go-to sauce?
Ketchup.
Ketchup on nuggets.
No. I'll probably do the cheeseburger.
I'm going cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
I think it's a safer bet. You feel bad about it though, because you're like, oh, I can't have chicken nuggets, but like, you know.
Well, the chicken nuggets make you have fur.
Make you have what?
Fur.
Does it?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Turn into a chicken.
Maybe it makes you have fur.
Would
I
you
don't
rather
know.
eat a
I
pickle
don't
with
know.
hot sauce or a rotten cheese?
Oh.
And cheese.
Oh, pickle with hot sauce.
Pickle with
That actually sounds
hot
good.
sauce.
Yeah, like if that was on a menu, I'd
Do you know the
order it.
Rotten Cheese Touch? The book or movie?
No.
The Cheese Touch?
Uh-uh.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
We love those books.
I like them.
Cheese Touch. You have the Cheese Touch now. Would you rather be cursed or be the only boy in your family? Well, this is girl family, right? Girl
We
family.
have girls.
You combine
Welcome to my life.
Except for Dad.
combine
Oh, Dad. Dad.
eight girls. I have 2 girls. He has 3 girls.
You have 3 girls?
Yeah.
How old are they?
Zero
They're,
girls.
Oh, yeah, does that
0
between
girls.
2
You have,
and
oh, excuse me. You have a boy.
8.
My bad.
8.
That's funny. A
So
9,
da-
7,
like
5.
you probably are, it's like
Yeah.
dads count, so like you would count, right?
No, I don't count for anything. Dads are.
Well, you're gonna be fine.
Like so
Pointless.
you're the only boy.
Yeah, I got a
though.
4-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Just turned 4 in June. It's a
And-
great age.
I taught his oldest. That's
You
the
did?
connection. Yep.
Now, are you first grade or second grade?
I'm back to 3rd grade.
Oh, you are.
Yep. So I taught 2nd grade for 2 years.
Yeah.
Back to 3rd grade.
Okay.
I'm in my 18th year teaching. Would you have blue hair?
Yes.
It's a yes or no.
Yes.
Yes.
Blue hair.
Thumbs up to the blue
Sure.
hair.
No,
No.
no blue hair.
To go with your blue
temporarily
eyes?
for a little
No,
bit.
maybe.
It's not permanent.
No, that wouldn't work. I mean,
Would
blue
it be
shirt.
permanent?
Looks good,
No, I don't know. We don't
but
have
that's a good question.
Permanent.
That's a very good question.
blue hair forever.
Washable.
Yeah.
Would you rather go to school every day or not go to school every day?
Not go to school.
Not go to
Clearly.
school.
I'm
Yeah.
going to school.
You
Well-
are?
Sorry, Feeney, you're out of a job.
Yeah. Sorry to break it to everyone.
but
I
there's
have
no
to go to school because
summer.
I want to
There's
get
no summer.
paid.
Yeah.
And I only get 17 sick days a year
What?
Kind of a
and
lot.
3 personal.
That
and
is
it's
kind of
use
a
them
lot.
or lose them.
Yeah.
You have to use them or lose them.
Your personal days. You have to use or lose.
But if you use too many of your sick days, they'll get on. If you use like all
3 in a row,
17
you have to have
every
a no.
year. Yeah.
Whoa.
And I average
So you can
about
do 2 without a no.
2 without a no.
Oh, that's easy. Nice long weekend.
Long weekend. Wait, did I? Never have I ever. Would you rather take a long? Nope, never. Would you rather have a home or live in the jungle?
Have a home. Have a
Home.
home.
Home. Jungle Book, great movie.
The jungle is a lot more fun when you have a home to go back
You'd
to.
be out of business if everyone want to live in the jungle, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom,
We're
you
putting
have
everybody out of
toys.
business.
Listen, if
Yeah,
you learn
only have
anything
toys.
today, you have to go to school
You
and you
have
have to
a
learn live in a house.
Yeah.
You gotta live in a house.
See
Yeah.
Dave Pilon, and you have to eat donuts.
Yeah.
I ate one. I didn't know that was gonna happen today.
And then
You know, I hope it doesn't screw up my
Moderately
half
drink
marathon I'm
responsibly.
trying to do on Saturday.
would you rather be a teacher or a student?
Teacher.
Yeah.
What do you want to be?
I'm going to be a teacher.
Oh.
I'd rather be a teacher.
Actually, student.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whoa.
I'll be a teacher, so I don't have to learn
This one's deep and takes-
anything.
You don't
Would
want to
you-
learn like at all?
Are you done learning?
I want to learn.
You learned enough.
All right, cool.
Would you rather
going
jump
with
from a
teacher.
spaceship or go to the core,
What's the core?
What is the core?
the inner core of the Earth? hot melted magma and lava.
I'd rather jump from a spaceship.
Jump from a
It
spaceship.
sounds like you're dying anyway.
Do we have a spacesuit on?
Sounds
in
like a
space?
suicide
Oh.
mission.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jump
I'll do
through
space.
this.
Let's
You wanna
assume we
jump
got a
from a
space.
Spaceship.
Okay.
Would you rather fight Godzilla?
A parachute. This week.
Oh,
A
Amelia's
parachute.
speaking.
Parachute.
Would you rather fight Godzilla or take your helmet off in space?
Fight Godzilla.
Fight Godzilla.
Hey, Godzilla.
There's zero chance in space.
What do you
You're
think?
just
Fight
cooked.
Godzilla. Doesn't
What about
Right.
Godzilla?
One second. It didn't
Yes.
say how long you have to be without a helmet in space.
I think that you're instantly cooked if you take your helmet off in
Yeah.
space.
You might be.
So you have a shot. Maybe you could bob and weave Godzilla. Watch
yeah.
out for the fire flames out of his mouth. Watch out for that swinging tail.
Go
He's
for
not going to
his
punch
legs.
you because he's a little
Yeah,
short
go
up
for
here.
Legs. Go for his legs, sure.
What about Godzilla or Mike Tyson? Who would you rather fight?
Mike Tyson.
Who's Mike Tyson?
Godzilla, because he's like not, because Godzilla's not real. So like, and Mike Tyson is definitely real.
Would you rather be a cat or a dog?
Dog.
Dog.
Cat.
Who-
I actually,
I might
You own it. Don't you own a cat?
Yeah.
yeah. Here's the thing, right? If you're a cat, you are
Oh yeah.
free to roam around, do whatever you want in the house. That's all you're getting though. If
But
you're
you
a
have
dog,
9 lives.
you're gonna you have like a little bit less freedom, but you're gonna get to go outside.
But
Oh,
if
unless
you're
you're
a
an
cat-
outdoor cat, then you can kind of just do whatever you
And you
want.
have
So I,
9
you know, in
lives.
that way, I'm gonna go with cat because you can also jump from a 2-story building. If
I
you're
know,
a
but
cat.
if you're an outdoor cat, I mean, your life is at risk.
In West
It's
Hartford.
true. Yeah, you
24.
might.
There's
You're
9
done.
lives.
All
A
right.
cat has
Okay.
9 lives.
So I would be a cat that knows how to look both ways before I cross the street. Like
Yeah.
I'd be a cat with some human knowledge. I think that might be good.
You'd turn into a cat from being like a human right now, like that,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the guy in the Hocus
There's a
Pocus
movie.
Yeah, like if I was a
Jinx, whatever
cat,
his name-
yeah.
What's the black cat in Hocus Pocus?
I don't know.
No clue.
He's like the dude from the 1800s. They turn him into a cat.
I think I know that one.
Regardless, though, like
Anyways, it's that
if you're
time
a
of year
cat
right now,
with
if
a
you're watching
human
that movie.
knowledge, if you're a dog with
We
human
got
knowledge,
movie
it would
movie
suck.
recommendation. Hocus Pocus. We're gonna add the
Good
link
for
to
the
the end of the
kids.
podcast.
Okay, Hocus Pocus.
Who owns a dog? Do you guys own a dog? Do you own a
I
cat?
want one. I want.
I know you have a dog.
Do
I'm being a dog.
Kona.
Kona.
You have a cat. No?
No,
Dave, you have a dog.
I've got two.
Dizzy.
I've actually got
Dizzy.
two cats. It's just I don't like.
You don't want to tell
talk about
anybody.
Really?
it. Yeah.
Would you rather go to space or stay on Earth?
Stay on Earth.
I don't know.
Party.
If you go to space,
I'm
you're
staying on
probably a
Earth.
billionaire nowadays, so I'll
Yeah.
go to space.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on Earth.
Did you hear William Shatner might be going to space?
Yeah, with Bezos.
No, really?
Yeah. Captain Kirk is doing it for real.
I think they actually are. That's confirmed.
I'm
Right?
Yeah.
to space because you always can get his parachute and just jump off.
True. Would you rather be a teacher or a scientist?
Scientist. My teacher is a scientist.
Man.
Yeah, you could also
Man,
be
your
both.
teacher-
That's true.
Do you have a favorite teacher, Amelia?
Yes.
Who is it?
My teacher.
Your current teacher. Good answer.
Do you remember her name?
Yes.
What is that? Mrs. V. Mrs. Bartonesian.
Oh yeah, you
Sorry.
after like 4 syllables, you got to just go to a letter.
Say Mrs. V.
This is V.
How about Olivia? Favorite
Miss
teacher?
Clancy, my current teacher right now.
Smart.
Mm-hmm.
Working on no homework. I like it. Said it on a podcast. Would you rather do math for 8 months or read for 8 months?
Read for 8 months.
You do math.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I do. Yeah, it's a
doing
useful
math.
skill, right?
Not doing math though. I'm
Oh.
doing
All right,
reading.
cool.
I'm
Yeah,
doing
some
reading because
math.
I can read.
Yeah.
All right, we got a couple more crazy questions sponsored by Donut Crazy. This is episode Thursday.
On Thursday.
On a Thursday. Thursday.
Thursday.
You got to come more often. You want to be my co-host, Amelia? What are you doing? I think you should get a podcast. Would you rather eat a bagel or a muffin?
Muffin. Bagel.
Bagel.
Wait, I'm doing muffin actually. Muffin!
I'd rather have a donut.
Oh,
Oh.
we have illustration for this one.
I'm doing it. What?
Would you rather drink from the toilet water
Oh.
or eat trash for the rest of your life?
For the rest of your life?
I'd rather eat stale food.
I'd eat trash because you can pick through the trash. Toilet water.
Yeah. That's a very good point.
Well, so check this out. The other day, I'm in the downstairs bathroom. We're redoing our kitchen, and I look in the toilet. There's no water in there the entire day.
In the toilet?
Yeah, I'm wondering why. I'm like, my dog must have been sneaking in there, drinking the water, drank the entire toilet. no one knew.
Ew.
So she kisses you. Oh, the toilet water. Who knows? The kids don't flush the toilet,
Yeah, toilet water kisses are pretty rough.
right?
I've been
Ah.
there.
Toilet water. Because
Agreed.
you can always trick.
True. Would you rather be Iron Man or Hulk?
Hulk.
Nice.
Oh,
Iron Man.
Iron Man. Tony Stark.
Yeah,
Hulk. Hulk, you can grab people.
true.
And
Another
save
Iron
people.
Man or Hulk? Man, who's your favorite superhero?
Mine is Wonder Woman.
Boom.
Ooh, nice.
Wonder Woman.
Girl power.
She's I think she's my favorite too. The Gal Gadot version.
Oh, she's so pretty.
Definitely my favorite.
She's a pretty
But I
one.
also like Batman. He's pretty cool.
Batman. Michael Keaton Batman? Val Kilmer?
I like them all, except the only one I don't like is George Clooney. That one was
he
just
annoying.
whack.
He was
Wasn't
annoying.
Ben Affleck a?
Yeah.
He was.
He was annoying.
He
He
was.
he was a bad
But
one.
Hulk is green.
Yeah, Hulk
Hulk
was
is green.
Funny story, the Hulk was on Mr. Rogers when I was a kid, and they showed that. So there's a whole thing on Halloween. They had the Wizard of Oz witch,
But
and
you're-
they're not real.
Grown up now.
It was about 40 years ago. Thanks for bringing that up. Yes, I'm old. Yes, I got it. And they had the Hulk come out, and then they showed how he puts on green makeup. So I was like, oh, I ran into the bathroom. I took toothpaste because I thought it was green, and I smeared it all over my face to look like the Hulk.
This is not a story they need to.
And
do.
my mom, so if you want to be the Hulk, go home and smear toothpaste.
We have green toothpaste. We
Or
have
is
green toothpaste.
Oh boy.
You want to be the Hulk? You be the Hulk tonight.
No.
Thank you.
It's a waste of
Kids.
toothpaste.
Be like Mr. Feeney.
For Halloween.
What are you gonna be for Halloween?
Baby Yoda.
Ooh, I love
Ooh,
it.
Well, that's a good idea.
Do you know who? Tell him who's daddy gonna be?
Big Yoda.
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
I'm being a vampire.
Yep.
Vampire.
Vampire.
Are you dressing up?
I got one of those blow-up dinosaur costumes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I had a blow up yet.
They're hard to run around the neighborhood, just so you know.
That's okay.
Okay.
I took that into consideration. you know.
My batteries
Baby Yoda.
fell
Nice.
out.
I think
I've
both-
never been a dress-up guy on Halloween. I was the one that, like, Halloween as a kid, like, get a mask, get a sack of
Just collect.
thing, and just go. Like, never was a dress-up.
Yeah, now before it was like, oh, you're not dressed up, you can't get candy. Nowadays you still
Gotta
have
have
to
a
get
mask.
candy.
Well, you gotta have a mask.
Something. Try something.
You gotta have a mask.
Right?
So do you like school? Favorite superhero? All right, last one.
All right.
Donut crazy questions. Would you rather have a cow head or a horse head?
Horse head.
Horse head.
Horse head.
Oh yeah, horse head is much better.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are great questions.
Right? These are from crazy. You sponsor them. Of
Thanks.
course it's going to be
Those
great.
kids are very, very smart.
This is 3 weeks in a row we've done the crazy questions. They're a hit too.
I'm glad.
So thank you.
Yeah, thank
What
you.
did you think about the crazy questions, Amelia?
Did you like them?
Were they too hard or too easy? Too easy. Fine.
All right, girlies. Good luck on your half marathon.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Dave,
Yeah.
Take care.
Eric.
Pop in
Irene,
guests.
Thank you
I
so
love it.
much.
Guys,
It was wonderful.
We're out. Say bye, guys.
Bye, Amelia. Bye, Olivia. Thank you so much for
Thank you
stopping
the
in.
shirt. Thank you, thank you.
Donut crazy.
See you soon. Check them
They
out.
They make
Farmington
breakfast
Avenue.
sandwiches too.
Thank you.
Farmington Avenue. Donut crazy.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
I mean, if you show up at a party with a box from Donut Crazy, like people just
Yeah,
they go
you're
crazy.
killing it.
They get very excited about it.
You are absolutely killing it.
Yep. You ate one?
I ate about 3/4.
What is that?
I ate a whole one.
700-800 calories in one of those donuts.
Right here, you have to run about.
least.
You have to run a marathon just to run this off. So
Well, no, I
Guess
mean the
what?
one
What
I
are you doing
the
this
one I
weekend?
ate is like a piece of French toast. That's the way I see it. So
It's a good way to look at it.
yeah,
got to carb up.
yeah.
So not to be this bragging guy, but 2015, Feeney ran the whole marathon in 4 hours and 45 minutes.
Really?
I did this.
Pretty good.
Did you train for it?
Training. You want to call it training? I got up to 17 miles on
All
a
right.
train, on a one time out. Brutal torture. You're supposed to run like multiple 20s. I did it once, and it was 17. It's a long day. It's a lot of time.
Yeah, I know.
to
I did a
train.
full marathon. I did the Hartford
When?
marathon. 2012.
What was your time?
4:06.
Wow.
Which I still need to break that, you know.
You got to break 4 minutes.
Four hours.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Gotta
4
break
hours.
4
Yeah.
hours. Yeah.
Once you do 4 hours, so what I hear, I'm not signing up for a marathon here, but what I hear is 4 hours, and then you're decent.
That was the ultimate goal. The goal
Right.
was to run 4 hours. And then as it went on, there's guys, and it's amazing how there are dudes running with a stick that say, if you want to run a 4:15, run with me. If you want to run a 4:30, run with me. So I'm running, and you know, it just, all right, fine.
couldn't
I'll
do
do
it.
4:15. All right, fine, I'll do 4:30. And then it was like, I tried the goos. There's this Gatorade goo that you need to load up on. You want to drink the soda on the side. You want to drink sometimes they even
They
offer
offer
beer.
soda. Isn't that interesting?
Beer,
Yeah.
a Snickers, anything to give you that little extra juice.
Wow.
I had the nerves going too. I ate Brico the night before, and I hit the porta potty for like the first 2 miles.
You
Hit-
could have cut off time
hit-
just in
Hit
that.
the porta potty like
Yeah. Yeah.
it was like nerves or whatever. Funny story. They love this guy I work with loves that story. Just how I just let it all out for 2 miles. That would have easily been 20 to 30 minutes because the line.
Yep.
And then the first couple porta potties are going to be packed.
Yeah.
Nerves, everyone's got it going on. So my goal, I mean, I'm 42. I want to try to break, but I'm getting too old. My knees are hurting. I might be done.
There's people in their 50s and 60s running 3:30s. I think
There
you
was a
could do it.
dude, he had to
100%.
weigh 250.
Yeah.
He looked like a linebacker, big gut, no shirt, and he was running shoeless. And at one point in time, he was in front of me, and I'm like, I can't get beat by this guy who weighs 250 running shoeless. But I was like, as long as I
Beat him?
I think I did.
All right.
Successful day, right?
You had one win there. And the finishing's good too.
I actually cried a little bit when I finished because it's like you're overwhelmed. You do this thing for 4
Yeah.
hours.
It's a big deal, isn't it?
You feel accomplished.
I just
Yeah.
can't. I'm never doing that ever.
You feel good having done it, though.
Right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I could sit here and say, you know,
It's very humbling too, because you'll be like, you even if you train for like 16 weeks or whatever, and you're still in the middle of the marathon, and like somebody who looks like they're heavier than you, somebody who looks like they're 25 years older than you, they're all like, for whatever reason, they are able to run faster, and so like they're passing you in the marathon,
Yeah.
and it's a crazy head game, right?
yeah.
And
I got past at one time.
Yep.
A 10-year-old kid just went flying by me, and I'm like, where did this kid come from?
Well, he weighs 80 pounds.
yeah.
Then the shoeless guy, and you know, like you said,
It's pretty like more level playing field than you would think it is in terms of like
yeah.
who's able to do it
Glad I
fast and slow and all that.
Glad I did it. Running is great. Good exercise. Glad I could say I did it. There's a joke. You're in a room.
Yep.
Vegetarian, CrossFitter, and a marathoner are in the room. Who mentions it first?
Probably the CrossFitter.
Yeah, those guys. All three equally annoying. I'm a vegetarian. I ran a marathon. I do CrossFit.
Depends. Are they about to eat?
True.
I have done CrossFit before. I learned a lot from doing CrossFit actually.
You ever do CrossFit?
Negative.
I tried it.
I do 0.8 mile walks with my dog lately. That's the extent of my exercise. It shows, and that's okay. It's all right. I'm okay with it. The dad bod thing is like becomes super real.
Oh, it's real.
It's like
I went to the doctor's the other day. I put on 5 pounds, and it's just like feel it in your gut and my chin right away. Gut and the chin. Dad bod. Yeah. Okay.
here you go,
Yep.
whiskey.
Oh,
Dave's a VIP.
Hey, I want to go get a beer down the street at New Park. What are we feeling here? Are we doing that?
We'll be down. We'll be over there. Let us finish up, and we'll be right behind.
All right, I'm gonna go snag a brew. Leave you guys to the as I interrupted here.
We got some photos to go over and
Thanks, guys.
finish up with my
All
buddy.
right.
Episode
There we
30.
go. Episode 30.
Whitney,
Yep.
my man. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
All right.
Got the check. I'm gonna hold on to that for a little bit.
that whiskey though.
Oh, maybe we should fill up
Yeah.
a little bit. Can we do another one?
Well, there's not much left.
All right, fine.
I hate to take it, but
VIP.
yeah, there's some people.
$200.
I tried it, Dean.
I know. we
Some
tried.
people request to try this from the store, and so I told them I would bring it by, and I wouldn't drink all of it.
Well, we're honored to try it. VIP brought a $5,000 check. I'll bring that back to you.
Hold on to that for me, will you?
Hey, don't go spending it all in one place. These are IOUs. They're good as cash.
Bye.
Thanks, Matt. See ya. That is Matt from Maximum Beverage. Episode 18. It was exciting. We tried something new. What'd you think of the special pop-in guests?
Well, I've never been here for, the podcast before, but I think pop-in guests in general are a great idea.
Yeah. Dave,
I
how'd you think
I
you
like
went?
having multiple people around, right?
I saw you a little stressing over it. a little
Yeah,
bit.
like from your perspective, it might have been a little difficult.
It could have been a little bit smoother, technically, but, I think it was enjoyable.
Do you think everybody's going to get heard?
Oh, yeah, we'll hear everybody. The visual's a little interesting, but we'll hear it.
All right.
So, it's a podcast. Audio first.
Audio first.
You just got to give it a shot.
Gotta do it.
Did you know that all the people would be here at the same time?
But I didn't,
Well, I
I
tried-
didn't think all at the same time.
Yeah.
That was going to be one and then another.
The goal was 5 and 5:30.
Yeah, I didn't know. that we were gonna be here at the same time,
okay.
so that threw
All
me.
right.
Someone maybe was.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was great. The more friends, the better.
That's what I think too.
All friends of
I
Feeney.
like it.
I think you should eat another donut.
I'm not going to do that.
Dave needs to eat a donut. We'll do it. We'll do a donut later. Donut Crazy sponsors the crazy questions. What do you think of the crazy questions?
Thought they were great.
Right? Amazing.
Yeah. And the kids write them, right?
Kids wrote them
At
It's
school.
awesome. All right, so let's go to the photo portion of the show.
Well, how does
You
that
could
work?
turn to your left. Want to move that chair? Turn to
okay.
your left in here. Now we have photos, and we're going to talk about each photo here. Hey,
Is that good? Can we see it?
Yep.
Yeah.
who's that guy?
That's me.
That's me. That's
Yeah.
me. That's me. You remember
I
what
don't
that was
remember
for?
what we were doing at that point. Maybe you were dropping off the hoodie. That's a possibility, right?
And also, we were putting out little posts about my celebrity servers. So it was like, hey, this is Dave Pilon's going to be serving from 2:30 to 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a special little, post for you. Thanks again. Tell us about that Spaces place. Are you still there?
No, we're not in there anymore, but it is a cool place. It's you know what's cool about it? It used to be REI. And now they've got it. And like when REI moved out, I was thinking like, what else could they possibly use that gigantic space for?
No, there's like
And-
a lady that cuts hair in there.
yeah. There's all kinds of businesses,
And
if
she'll give you a drink while she's cutting your hair.
Yeah, I guess that's like a thing,
Right?
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
But like I asked them, like when we were in there a lot, like what is the criteria for being a business that rents an office space in here? And they're like, well, we're open to a lot of things. They just don't want it to be straight retail where there's people coming and going all the time. But other than that, you can run all kinds of business out of this co-working space called Spaces.
Where do you
So
do
it's
your
kind of
meetings
cool
now?
from like a real estate perspective
Okay.
too. Yeah.
No, that's a cool little sign. It had some weight to it too. What was it, metal or wood?
Yeah, and they got bikes you can use in there. It's like very cool, kind of urban feeling.
What's your thought on the hoodie? Comfy?
Yeah, I still wear
You
it.
had a great take on the hoodie. You remember what it was? What the logo looked like?
Oh yeah. So Friends of Feeney's logo looks like a '90s band like logo.
Yeah.
'90s
Like
alternative band.
Lollapalooza?
Yeah.
Like,
If somebody told me like there was a band called Friends of Feeney, I would believe it, and they'd be like, "This is their logo."
Man.
Yeah.
could have been a rock star.
Mm-hmm.
Next pick. All right.
All right. This is when you brought over to my house the Friends of Feeney mask, right?
Yep.
So that was kind of cool.
Yep.
This is when you brought over to my
I know. I wore a hat. I was so close. I thought you were going to wear the Miale hat today, so I wore my hat.
I don't have that hat anymore. You want to know what happened? Actually, this is an interesting thing that happens
Okay.
to hats sometimes. All right. You ever have a hat where you wear it all the time and it gets like
Sweat marks?
sweat marks? Yeah.
Yeah.
So these had some like I had two hats that looked exactly like that. And I have had to retire them because they have like too many
Yeah.
sweat marks on them. So,
Yep. This is the West Hartford Walrus.
Yep.
Friends of Feeney collaboration coming soon with the Walrus.
Mhm.
I'm going to keep you guys in suspense, but it's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. I swear you're going to wear the hat, so I wore the hat.
All
And
right.
I got
I'm a hat guy.
due for a haircut.
I am a hat
Great
guy.
masks. What do you think of the masks? You still wearing them?
Okay, so early on in the pandemic, I didn't understand masks at all, right? So I kept getting new masks, and masks were kind of in short supply at that time. So I kept having these ones that like wrap around the back of your head, and I was like, and I would keep seeing people who were like getting the ones that go around your ears, and I was like, I think I want some of those ear masks. And then I got some, and that's when I realized that I have a gigantic head. Right, so like I would get my first couple of ear masks. They like hold my ears in like this. So then I saw you were doing these Friends of Feeney masks, and I said I want one, but I want a really large one because I learned that like you need to have, or I need to have a large mask. Yeah. And that was my first mask.
Especially when
like
you have a kickball head. I have a kickball head too, a huge head. Yeah. Got to have an extra large mask.
So this was the first mask that fit really well.
Nice.
So that I will always remember that mask.
And that was made by Nurse Tracy at school, so it was very nice, dedicating her time to make masks. Thank you, Tracy Roberts. And let's go see the next one.
Oh, that's me delivering a pizza.
Pizza delivery guy.
Yep.
Joey's on Park Road. Gotta try the grandma pie. Huge fan of the grandma pie.
So the deal with the
Tell us about,
pizzas.
if you don't mind, here's what's going to happen. You're going to explain how you delivered for Miale.
Yeah.
I'm going to run over here for a second.
Yeah.
Just explain, talk with Dave for a second.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I had a feeling
Don't
it's
tell
going to.
anybody.
Yeah. I won't tell anybody about it. All right. So pizza delivery. During the pandemic, when everyone had to stay home, we decided to stay in people's lives and help them out by delivering them a pizza, which was really a lot of fun. And so the deal with that was like once a week, I would fill my car up with 10 pizzas, actually 11 pizzas, from Joey's Pizza. And we would just have to find 10 people to deliver them to, and then we get to keep one for ourselves after that. So I delivered like 60 to 70 pizzas between April and May to people all over the place. It was like
delivered one to me.
I did, and you made a cool video about
I
it.
did make a cool video. Maybe we'll put it in the podcast.
As long as we can.
I forget.
I have it. You know, I have.
Should post it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was good. That was good pizza.
And it is good pizza. So that's what we were doing there, and it was just kind of like a why not, you know?
Yeah.
Like what else are we gonna do?
I think a lot of people liked it because you're hanging out. What was it? Did you do it on Fridays? Was it a Friday?
It was actually weekdays.
Was it a weekday thing?
Yeah, it was like Monday through Wednesday or something, and it just kept going and going and going. Like I didn't know if it was ever going to stop. And of course, like it was good because it also would be a reason to leave the house.
Yeah. And people loved it. You wrote up and put it on the stoop, and I said thanks, Dave.
Yeah. Most people, it was like social distancing. Like some people would just like leave the pizza on their front step, and then text them, and be like, "Hey, there's pizza outside. It's possible that like one or two pizzas got eaten by animals or something for that reason." But some people will come out, they'd say hi, we'd hand them the pizza socially distanced. Nice. We're wearing masks and wearing gloves because that was just like, that was what you did. That was what you did back then.
Joey's Pizza. I think we got Feeney back in the house.
Hey, a lot of firsts. That was my first bathroom break in 30 episodes. Like, we're pushing like an hour plus right now.
Yeah, it's like a real podcast now.
Yeah.
Like a buck and a half. Yeah.
How long do these usually go?
We do 40 minutes with Feeney.
That's
it. You
doubled
doubled it.
Done. Okay. Well, it's not just me. It was also
special
Donut Crazy and Maximum Beverage.
Yeah.
This is great.
Wow. That's a good collab.
Have me back for 50 and 100. Okay.
You're in.
Like 30. I can see how 30 is like a real milestone, though.
Yeah. I was happy to make it to 30. I don't know why. 30 is great. 30 is special. You're special. You sell houses. You're a good dude. You help Friends of Feeney. We mentioned it earlier. Celebrity Server. Sponsored the virtual challenge, cardboard challenge. Did 2 birthday fundraisers. Just a good dude. So thanks for being here, bud.
Sold my house.
Sold Dave's house.
You're welcome.
Most importantly.
You know what? I raise money for a couple different organizations. And the reason I would choose Friends of Feeney, right? So they're all good causes. Let's be clear about that, right? But the reason why you might want to choose Friends of Feeney is because there's actually a lot of enthusiasm behind it to begin with. So it's a little bit easier.
All right.
So that's
Go on.
when you're going for like the birthday goal and you really want to feel like you accomplished the goal. And I know that like lots of people know what Friends of Feeney is and they really want to help. And it's a great community-centered nonprofit. And, when I first heard about it, I was like, I don't get it. I don't understand what he's going for there, but I like the overall feeling of it. Right? I was like, he just seems like Eric Feeney just like seems like he's got like a good energy behind him. Like I want to get into it, and it turns out that like what you're doing, like I was like, when is anyone ever going to need that money? Like you obviously saw it, right? Like as a teacher, I was like, when is everyone ever going to need the money that you're donating to Friends of Feeney? And then I saw like probably 2 house fires.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, that's a thing that actually happens that Friends of Feeney like really helps out a lot with. So
Yeah, thank you. I just posted today. We've helped 24 families and we've raised around $55,000 in like 5 years or 7 years. It's been official for 3, but we've been raising money with GoFundMe 7 years.
Yep.
So it's great. And I definitely noticed from your first fundraiser when you raised 160 to your second one, do you know I think a difference on how you promoted it? You did a video for your second one.
Did I?
Turn the camera around, talk about, you had the beanie or talking about Friends of Feeney. And I think I've noticed that too with my posts. Videos carry a lot more weight and get the message out more than just words.
Yeah.
So-
People do it.
Yeah. You said the same thing. I
That's
like
probably
Friends
the
of
same
Feeney.
thing I said. Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I just said right there. Yeah.
You were like Friends of Feeney, and it was great. So, again, you raised over single-handedly like $700. So I can't thank you enough.
Mm-hmm.
It means a lot. All right, next here we go.
Well, there we go.
Speaking of the virtual cardboard challenge 2019.
Oh, this is when I ran into you at Pokey.
Yeah, actually, 2019 we had our first in-person cardboard challenge done at the Elmwood Senior Center.
Mm-hmm.
Great event. Kids are just building with cardboard and duct tape. 2020 happened. We needed to go virtual. We were dropping off boxes. Had the T-shirts made. All of a sudden, who do I see at Pokeball? I'm like, hey, Dave, let me go get your T-shirt. Your name's on the back, Dave Pilon, real estate agent, phone number. So it was great to see you. Thank you again for being a sponsor. You're very generous with your donation that day, too. This year was a huge hit. 2021, we had live music from my good friend, lifetime friend, Dylan. He played the Golden Girls. Remember the Golden Girls song? He showed up and did live music. Owen, Dave's son, we did 5 questions with Feeney. I went around and asked questions like Steve Colbert style. And we had just an awesome event. We did a little mini raffle with some toys. We had some really wonderful things being built, forts, castles. We had like a little kid created a plane that had a cockpit, a moving propeller. It was just amazing, the creativity that you'll see when you give kids cardboard and duct tape. So thanks again for being a sponsor. We look forward to it next year. Oh, what are you doing here?
Yeah, bottle collection, right? I was dropping off some bottles there. It's kind of a fun idea.
Yeah. The bottles sit around. You might as well, instead of throwing them out, you might as well come swing by Gastro Park.
Yeah.
And now if you can't, we haven't had one because of summer, someone's so busy, but if you go see Chet at West Hartford Redemption Center over by Chick-fil-A, you just drop them off and go right to Chet and say, hey, these are for Friends of Feeney. He'll put them on the account. Someone just texted me the other day. I dropped off 750 bottles.
Mm-hmm.
And I put it in my calculator. That's like $38.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just throwing it out, you might as well go to the
Well,
Friends
actually,
of Feeney
the
account.
last time I went there, just something to note. They said if you have glass bottles, they want them to be put back into the container that they came in.
Okay.
So it's just good something to know about.
Not
there.
in a bag.
Yep. Don't just throw them in a bag.
Nice. And then you came by, you dropped them off. That's at Gastro Park. Gastro Park, huge sponsor. Episode 19, Tate and Ordine. And next, we have a future event. Next Thursday, they're doing the grand opening of their inside at Gastro Park.
Oh, so that's next week.
Next 6 to 9,
Okay.
we're going to do another 5 questions with Feeney, with Owen. And we're going to have a raffle. And some of the proceeds are going to go to Friends of Feeney. Tate and Gastro Park, Sherry, James are very generous. They give back. It's going to be a great event. Live music, food trucks, next Thursday, October 14th, 6 to 9. Gastro Park, you coming?
Sure.
Who's that guy? You know him?
I do know him. He's
Oh, we got video.
What's up, everybody? I'm Dave Pilon. I'm with the Miale Team at Keller Williams Realty. We are a team of, I don't know the exact number, probably about 20 real estate agents based in West Hartford, cover the whole state. And every morning, we are on a Zoom call together, except for Fridays. From 8:30 till 11:30, on mute, looking at each other, making sure we're doing work, looking for opportunities for our clients and looking for new clients.
When did I do this?
But then I don't have one on Friday, so this is the way that
Oh, this is AM Connections.
I'm a friend of Feeney.
I saw you wearing the hoodie, and I was like, you know
There's
what?
no way I would remember that. It's at
I'm just gonna
7:30 in the
record this
morning.
guy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, when Dave Pilon goes, I'm going to record him. He's rocking a hoodie.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll give a shout out. Maybe you won't. But at the end, thank you for the shout out. The chamber has been very helpful for Friends of Feeney. I shout them out almost every episode. We played a fun game with Kaylin McBee last with the business cards. What's your take on the chamber?
The chamber is cool.
Yeah.
But I would say I mean, everybody gets something different out of it. I would say like what I've done is probably a little more my style. So I've made some friends there that have over the course of a number of years led to some referrals in my business. But at the same time, I just like being a part of the community, and that's a way to like really get involved and meet some good people, go to some good events. You know, like I knew the people that were here before through the chamber, right? So
I love the connections made.
mm-hmm.
Very helpful.
I can't
and
wait if we go back to having connections in person soon. Like I'm hoping we will. I like doing that, you know, but not every week.
Yeah,
Because
maybe
it's very
alternate
early in the morning.
Week on, week off. Again, Dave Pilon, Miale Team, Kellen Winslow. You know Kellen Winslow, tight end. Anyway, Helen Keller.
Yeah,
No?
okay.
All right, so you're Kellen Williams.
Keller Williams.
Yep.
Real
Miale
estate
Team.
company. Also, it's a one-man band, believe it or not. It's a guy named Keller Williams. Like, he plays the guitar, and then he makes different sounds. And
Want to say your number again?
860-798-5742.
Email.
Dave@themialeteam.com.
Yeah, cool. I heard some recommendations. Dave helped me find my first apartment to rent and couldn't process gone any smoother thanks to him. He completely worked around my schedule. If there are any questions for me, thank you so much, Dave. From Mark Brody, you know him?
Yep.
Knowledgeable and responsive, great social media presence. I had a great experience with Dave when looking for a home, Not only was he resourceful and sharp-witted, he is pretty sharp-witted. Clearly loves his job and found me a place quickly and under budget. Dave has a lot of motivation and he builds his business. You're pretty good, man. These are great. I'm absolutely satisfied with Dave's service. He was both accommodating and reassuring every step of the way. Dave's knowledge and support made first experience as a home buyer enjoyable. And I dare to say it, thanks, Dave. If I ever do it again, I can't envision doing it with anyone else. Absolute pleasure.
Nice.
Paula. So cool little responses. That's right off the Googles.
I knew where you got those.
You know where I got those?
Yeah, those are
You know those
cool.
guys?
Yeah.
You paid them to say that?
No. Google makes it hard for you to do that, actually, believe it or not. Yeah.
Nice. Well, we went almost hour and a half, hour 40. We had special guests. This is episode 30. We've done pictures. We did the crazy donut. Did we miss anything? Shout out to Directline Media. If you ever want to do a podcast, reach out to Dave at Directline Media. And be on the lookout for these 5 questions with Feeney. They're going to be so funny. I have kids. We're doing quick-hitted videos. They're going to be, again, at Gastro Park. We're going to do some more. Closing remarks, Dave Pilon.
Thank you for having me on your podcast. This has been a lot of fun. I'm glad to be a part of number 30. That's a big accomplishment. I'd be happy to come back anytime.
Thank you. We're going to get the picture, make it official.
All right.
Want to shout out some past events. Hold up, past events. We did natural. I had 3 weekends in a row. I was extremely busy.
Very busy.
Natural Dividends, episode 28. We collected trash and did a community pickup with John Humphrey. Then we did the WeHa whiskey tasting, and we raised $5,000. This is a great fundraiser, the biggest one to date. Thank you, everyone at Maximo Beverage and everyone in the Whitney family. Park Road Parade. We just won Best Float, thanks to Josh, episode 24.
Amazing.
This is our 3rd Best Float. And then our Makerspace event, thanks to Wendy McGrath, episode 4. It was really great to read that email from Rosa, my former student, who is now 22. It was great to sit down with you and chat. If you want to buy a house, Dave Pilon's your guy. If you want to do
Or
a
sell one.
podcast,
Yeah, like he had to do.
Dave Shemaluski's your guy. Oh boy, it's only 30 episodes. Shemaleski. Thank you, Owen. We'll see you again for Feeney. 5 Questions with Feeney, episode 30. We had donuts, we had whiskey. It was a great day. We hope for 30 more. Thank you, Directline Media. Thank you, Dave Pilon. Clap with me.
Clap.
And we're out.
Just one clap or
One hard one. 1, 2, go.